After breakup, how long should you wait before you start dating?
Well, I'm not sick, so 5 to 10 minutes.
Look at this man.
What's that one thing your ex did that really pained you?
Okay. He got married to another lady whilst we were still together.
Wicked.
My kids knew about my wife's affair and helped her cover it up.
See, I know if you marry very dark man, even if opportunity arises.
Why?
Never.
Why?
Jesus! Woman will go marry very dark man. Guys, they're very, when I say very, very, very strong.
I did tell you.
Spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, financially. God, you guys guide.
And you guys get connection.
What are you saying, bruv?
And I made up my mind. I don't think I can marry a woman that is an actress. Say they are kissing this babe. Homo, if now my wife did a kiss like this, homo actors are trying. Jesus.
I cannot marry a pastor. I cannot. Over you, Annabelle. Over you. You cannot marry. Some of you don't know that with the kind of life you've lived, the only person that can marry you is a pastor. If you think I'm lying, that guy that's your type, that's your spec. Next time someone like that comes to ask you out, tell them your body count. With the kind of life some of you have lived, tell the person your body count. You know what? I cannot marry a pastor. You know what? I cannot marry a pastor.
So guys, let's be serious for once in this country. Yes, today's episode, Charlie, Ghana is talking right now. When it comes to celebrity relationship, everybody suddenly becomes a relationship expert. So today on Psychodrama, we are reacting to Ghanaian public opinions about celebrity drama. And trust me, the comments are not holding back. We are going to drive right here and explore a lot more hilarious episodes for you today. Make sure you don't miss it, okay? I'll see you at the end of this video.
What's that one thing your ex did that really pained you?
Okay. He got married to another lady whilst we were still together.
Wicked. How did you find out?
Well, someone asked me whether I knew he's getting married. I pretend as if I already know. So after then I called him and he told me that he's getting married to another lady.
So if someone hadn't come to tell you, like, he would just get married without telling you anything?
Yeah.
Lucky Duke, what's we living in crazy world?
He wanted to get married and still be with me.
And that's why he didn't tell you.
Yes.
But it's all see. Woman, dear, Paddy, something.
Is it? Young Costa, young Korean.
Go here, Sabi.
Mommy didn't go to somewhere.
It's like a baby.
It isn't no 2 hours here.
So, 3 years, my bro. My
3 years. It isn't 2 hours here.
Anybody, who besides also anybody be here at the house of say, you are now. What Sarah no M1 so meeting no ba me ye di demati 1.5 year. Nti meja bedwuma kesi ato obi abihwe o China side obi anye me pon boss kura pa macho because of me yiri meja what for me 1.5 year. Na the system in me saka mo ba na metete mu. Now I do asemi.
And it's not because he's not capable of doing and moving fast, but it's because he doesn't apply himself to the fullest. And I just feel like, coming from an immigrant background, I just feel like I would be doing my parents such a disservice to really commit my life to someone who does not apply themselves 110%.
I'm sorry, I have to get something off my chest. So I can literally not post a video on TikTok or Instagram without somebody asking me, did me and med school break up? Did me and the flower boy break up? For those of you guys who are new here, I was basically dating a man for 2 years. Everybody called him med school because while we were dating, he got into med school. He's also called flower guy because I posted a video once about how he gets me flowers, and every flower bouquet that man has ever gotten me, I've saved all the petals with the dates on them so that the flower girls at our future wedding could walk down the aisle and throw them. Anyways, I have been avoiding answering this question because it's my personal life, but then I realized I came on the internet telling my personal life, so I gotta update y'all. And honestly, I was going through a lot and I just wasn't ready to talk about it, but now I am, and I have receipts. So first and foremost, the question everybody has been asking, are me and med school still dating? And sadly, the answer is no. I know, y'all, it's sad, but I'm not even sad about it. I'm gonna give you the receipts and the whole backstory of why I'm not sad, why I'm good, and why me and him have no issues. So I know anytime people break up, y'all automatically assume somebody had to be cheating, and that is not the case in our situation. At least I do not think he was cheating on me. I never called him cheating on me, but that was not the reason for us breaking up, and no, nothing to do with cheating. I'm not gonna lie, I think starting in December, we officially started a break, and we had just gotten to a place where things weren't working. Like, I was now living back at home. He started med school. We went to school together. So he's in med school at the school that I went to my undergrad and my nursing school, and I moved back home. So we were kind of long distance, but the drive was only like an hour and 30. It wasn't a problem. But the main reason we have broken up is because he was just literally a bad boyfriend. He didn't do anything cheating, and he wasn't mean to me. He just was not emotionally a good boyfriend. Like, he wasn't there for me emotionally. He didn't do the things a boyfriend would do. I kind of feel like he was just like a friend, like one of my homeboys, a guy friend. So one of the first things that happened that started making our relationship go downhill is this man literally forgot our 2-year anniversary and then started an argument with me. So basically on the day of our 2-year anniversary, which was August 7th, 2024, I was like in a mood because he didn't say anything to me. He didn't bring it up at all. And I'm the kind of girl, like, I knew he was in med school. I know he has a lot going on. So I never wanted too much from him. He didn't have to take me on a fancy date. He didn't have to take me to dinner. We didn't have to go on a trip. He did not have to do anything for me or for a 2-year anniversary. But it was the fact that he literally forgot to even acknowledge it or bring it up. And then when I was in a sad mood the whole day, he kind of like got upset at me until later on that night, he realized it was our 2-year anniversary, and then he was apologizing so much. I mean, for a guy to be dating me and you do not even have to get me a gift, take me out on a date, get me flowers. You don't even have to give me flowers because I know you're busy in school. But for you to not even remember our 2-year anniversary and then make it an argument, yeah, I wasn't having that. So that's when things started going downhill. The other reason why we started not getting along is because once he started med school, he totally changed into a completely different person. This was not the man that I fell in love with and I started dating. He started kind of being like mean. He was very inconsiderate. He would put his new med school friends over me. And the whole reason this really pissed me off is because I knew this man when he literally did not have a dime to his name, when all he told me was his dream was to go to med school. I was there for him through everything. And then as soon as he got into med school, he switched up on me. I mean, this man did not have like a car for 2 years. We were dating for 2 years and I had a car. Literally the old car that I used to have before I drove my Audi, I let him drive my car and he literally crashed my car. He didn't even pay for it. I paid for it. My insurance paid for it. I didn't even make him pay for it because I was so in love with this man. He ended up getting a car once he got into med school. When I tell you that man did not drive his car not one time to come see me for the first 2 months that he had a car. He didn't have any exams. He wasn't too busy. He just did not come to see me. Now, I was driving you around for 2 years. You get your first car and you don't even want to come see me. Mind you, all the times that we would see each other, I was doing the long distance drives. I was driving to him. I was sacrificing my time. Now that he had the means to come see me, that was not a priority to him. I knew he was in school. I'm going to keep repeating this because I know a lot of people are going to come in the comments and say, oh, he was in med school, he was busy. No, he would be going out to the city with his friends. He would be in the bars. Mind you, I don't even know how med school people have time to be partying. This man parties more than I ever partied in nursing school, but he didn't have time to come see his 2-year girlfriend who'd been with him when he didn't have anything. Oh my gosh, I just went on a rant. Let me keep the story going. Okay, so things like this kept happening and we kind of became distant because I'm like, yo, I can't keep pouring into this relationship and this man is not even meeting me halfway. And the problem too is that I think I was too supportive to him being in med school. Like, we would only speak once a day, which I was fine with because I'm busy. I have my own life. I do social media. I'm a nurse. We would only speak once a day. We would see each other hardly, but I just felt like even when he could do the bare minimum, like just text me to check in on me or come see me when you're off for a week, but you want to go to the bars in New York City with your friends, he would not do any of that.
Do you know the feeling of knowing another man is sleeping with your girlfriend and there's nothing you can do about it?
At that time, I was using an Android phone, so I wanted to use her phone to snap a picture. I took the phone, I went to Snapchat, snapped the picture. I went to her Snapchat gallery to import it so I can send it to myself. I saw her picture of her and another man in a room. She was half naked. The man was totally naked. I asked her about it. She told me she's not the one.
Not to piss off, John. I lie. You know if you go like that, man.
You know if you go like that as well. Your babe one no. What did they give you the van? I say your babe. Call your babe. Call your babe.
I shall because of it.
Call your babe.
You will see now. You will see. We do.
Oh, when they say no as wifey, you go cry. You know they follow GG teachers. You know they follow GG teachers. See this guy. Why you not good pick up?
Calm down.
You should go your voice.
Hello, babe.
Hello, babe.
What happened? Why haven't you been picking my calls? I texted you on Snapchat. Since when we texted last, you didn't reply. What happened?
You know, I told you that I'm going out soon. I went to my friend's place this evening.
Okay, what about? Okay, so where are you?
I'm still there. I'll soon be going home now.
Still?
I'm going to go home now.
Why you sound like that?
Nothing.
Switch the video call.
There is no light here.
Switch to video call. Which one there's no light?
My phone is low.
Switch.
But just wait.
Just
let me
switch
back.
Switch to video call. Don't call
I cannot switch now. Please,
don't hang up. Just switch to video.
Babe, come. I'll call you back.
Just.
Call her again. You go say, you know the answer without a phone.
Calm down. Call her back.
Wait.
Don't ringo.
Call her no Marco.
See, I don't feel marry very dark man, even if opportunity arises.
Why?
Never.
Why?
Jesus. Woman will go marry very dark man. Guys, they're very, when I say very, very, very strong.
I did tell you.
Spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, financially. God, you guys guide.
And you guys get connection.
What are you saying, bruv? You have to be like in all of those aspects. Anything that makes someone to be strong, guy, you have to ascertain it. Or it has to be in you. You have to own it, earn it. Like just be strong. Jesus Christ, pack enemies mentally. Do you know how he works with his brain? Like how he's able to cope in all of this chaos that is going on around his life. How will you handle it? How can you as a woman handle that kind of man? Hey. God I beg you. The woman will go marry him. I go give him. I give it to you. I will even buy you a gift self. Cause what? Right that man don't be small person though. Oh boy. Now spirit supposed to marry him. Cause spirit go guide him very, very well. I'm a very dark man, a strong man. I'm gonna leave him for him. Cartel movement.
Even with that, she gonna watch my body God's temple. You see, I'm still in first. I'm just like how many minutes? Like this is 1 minute 50 seconds into the movie, and I made up my mind. I don't think I can marry a woman that is an actress. Say they are kissing this babe. Homo, if na my wife they kiss like this, actors are trying. Jesus, actors are trying. No, if na my wife they kiss like this, hey, God I beg. No, it cannot be me, man.
So I want to have a conversation with you guys about people who stay in chaotic, drama-filled relationships and blame it on the other person for creating the chaos and things like that. And I'm talking about the people who stay in these type of relationships for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. The real question is, why are you staying in this type of relationship? And are you creating this pattern or this dynamic as well? Because sometimes you'll see that these people who say these things, they don't like drama, they don't like chaos, are the ones who typically are the ones creating that. If we scale back and just look at your upbringing and we look at your childhood and we look at your family dynamics, think about if you came from an unstable or dysfunctional home, if there was chaos or if it was conflict oriented. Because sometimes what you do, especially as a child, is this becomes normal and you start to associate love with pain and conflict and dysfunction and screaming and yelling and name calling and all of those unhealthy dysfunctional behavior patterns. Maybe when you feel that sense of calm or when you do have that peace, maybe you're the person who overthinks. Maybe you create scenarios, or maybe you anticipate the worst. You know how people say it's too good to be true? That's not good. That's actually pretty telling. You're probably anticipating or allowing your fears and your doubts and your anxieties to create some type of insecurities in yourself. And so, since you start to question the love that they actually have for you, you may start picking fights. This also can simply be because you're bored. Maybe because chaos in your life is so normal that you need that adrenaline rush. And so you pick fights so you can have a screaming match. Maybe you're a person who actually desires connection, and the only way you can get connection is by creating a fight because you don't really know how to be vulnerable. If you are a person who is like this and you create problems that don't exist, I want you to really think about if you are recreating the dynamics of your childhood, because your mind is great at telling you stories and your mind is very good at creating problems that are not there. Because when your identity is hardwired to expect chaos, drama, instability, your identity becomes threatened when you start experiencing stability and you inadvertently fight that. You kind of go through almost, it feels like a crisis, and you try to recreate the instability, the chaos, and the drama. If you are that person, take a deep dive and think and try to discover and see if you are the person who's sabotaging the relationship, because the problem may be you.
You all need to accept the fact that when you and your man is fighting, your life becomes miserable. I don't know for men. I don't know if men feel the same way. But for women, when we are fighting with our man, I'm literally waiting for the motherfucker to test me. He's not testing me. And my pride and ego is not allowing me to test him. I'm waiting for him to apologize. He doesn't want to apologize as well. So what do? It's like my heart is falling apart. Nigga man, when are you gonna test me? It's funny because especially when you have a best friend and boyfriend and one best, dead. Your life, your whole day is in shit. It's a shit hole. You're waiting for motherfucker to test. He's not testing, and your life is falling apart. Oh my goodness.
Do you know what Accra boys say a lot in conversation with each other? Way. I chop finish way. I catch house way. I call him way. And if he's trying to add a little bit of razzle dazzle to the conversation, right? He will say something like, I touch him no way. When he says the no, you better be listening. Listen, all you diasporan women, the other diasporan women that are dating like Accra boys, you guys better start learning how to understand pidgin, because that is where the gossip is, the gossip day inside the pidgin. So if you want to find out where he was last night, what he was doing with his friends, who's dating who's got whatever, he's gonna tell it to his boys in pidgin. Okay, so as somebody who learnt it to find out gossip from my man, girl, I'm giving you advice, you better learn it.
I'm having trouble to find an angle to which I'm going to be talking about. Things can be taken very personally, easily, which is totally understandable. There is also a lot of classism that could come into that, and I don't like entering this type of debate or entering this type of conversation where it's not very fruitful. Because this is a subject I do mention or I speak with people that I meet, like either it's like friendship or either it's like maybe sometimes whenever you have good relationship with the colleagues. Because recently I spoke about the fact that I went on a date with a guy that made me pay for what I drank, and mind you, the guy was late by 45 minutes. I'm not going to elaborate too much on that because I still have some kind of respect for that person, and I also do find it very bizarre, like a position to find yourself where you take your camera, you speak about what has happened between someone and yourself, and then you speak about it on social media. It's not something I really much subscribe to, and it's not something I want to engage in, okay? As a content creator, as someone that aspires to also like have a wider scope, a wider reach, and also to speak to people that are like me, so, you know, expatriate. This is something I think I would need to mention as well, because I mean, to me, finding a partner is as important as finding a friend or finding, you know, comfort wherever you are in the world. And so if I can, you know, help, I would highly like to do that. Yeah, basically this is just me trying to share my ideas, and I think it's like what? Like midnight almost, and this is me when I was younger, okay, not my child, I don't have a child. Yeah, like this is something I want to speak about, but I'm just trying to figure out the angle in which I'm going to speak about these things, and also how I'm not going to come across as classist, potentially to a certain extent xenophobic, making generalization about like a certain type of people. I'm not going to be coming across as misandrist and also mean as well, or someone that is closed-minded. There's like this slight balance that I need to find, and I'm sure I'm going to be able to find, but I also do want your help. If you can share with me some ideas, if there's something that you'd like to know, because this year I really want to be able to have more facing camera videos than just like voiceover and things that are quite, let's say, quote unquote, surface level, even though they are quite valuable and people like it. I mean, all my videos are performing are about matcha, and your girl doesn't drink matcha that much. This is just like a, as I said, like a midnight thought. Yeah, I just wanted to have your opinion. Please let me know in the comments what you want to see, what you want to know. There's not going to be like tea about my own life, or I'm not going to do that. But yeah, that's it. Bye.
Man, make me understand why our own love story on Hinge and Bumble is different. Anytime I'm on TikTok, you'd see POV, how I met my soulmate on Bumble, POV, how I met my soulmate on Hinge. Then you come to Africa, then our own story is different. All the men are asking, when am I seeing you? Come over. What have you eaten? How was your day? Guys, really, are these only conversations you can have? Are you not seeing your mate out there? Why is our own story in Ghana different? Why? No, this is frustrating. Like, really, this is really frustrating. We are tired of every day. Come over. What have you eaten? How was your day? Change the conversations. The conversations are not stimulating. They are not sensational. Change it.
My kids knew about my wife's affair and helped her cover it up. Last week, while my wife, 49 female, was taking a shower, I, 50 male, saw a notification pop up on her phone and went to open it thinking it was one of our daughters, Maddie, 24, and Alice, 26 female, confirming what time their girl's dinner was. Instead, I saw an unsaved number saying, I can't wait to see you, and then a kissing emoji. I froze for a second. I clicked on the message and saw a short thread mostly confirming dinner plans for that evening and how they missed each other and once a week just wasn't enough. I knew what I saw. 29 years of marriage down the drain. Hoping to catch her in a lie before she left the house, I texted both of our daughters and asked them about the girls' dinner. What happened next broke me to my core. Both girls confirmed the dinner and said they were excited. I couldn't believe it. Not proud of what came next, I turned her location sharing on with me in her phone and let her leave. I followed her to the restaurant and lo and behold, neither daughter was there, but instead a man I knew was her boss. I was so heartbroken. Part of me was hoping I was just a paranoid freak and my daughters would be there happy to see me, but no, just my cheating wife and her AP. I took pictures of the two of them holding hands and kissing. I know I should have waited, but I couldn't help myself. I was so angry. As soon as I got in my car, I opened the group chat we had as a family, sent them all the photos and said, glad you're enjoying girls' dinner together. I then turned my phone off and drove to my brother's house and asked to stay the night. I woke up the next morning to over 40 texts and 20 voicemails. My wife went through the cheater's playbook of excuses. I didn't even listen to her voicemails. I was about to respond with, I will be getting a divorce. I recommend a lawyer. But my brother stopped me. He told me to meet with a bunch of lawyers first and make sure she couldn't use them. Instead, I just sent the group chat a simple message. I am physically fine, but need time. I will come home when I'm ready. I then muted my phone. I called different lawyers that looked to be the best in town that morning for appointments, met with all of them, and picked the one who looked ready to treat this as a scorched earth as possible. Finally, after spending all day with lawyers, I looked through the messages and both my daughters were apologizing. My youngest daughter, the daddy's girl of the two, was manic. She had texted me almost 50 times saying she never should have lied and hated it every time. Her boyfriend even reached out asking me to please reach out to her, that he didn't know what was going on, but she was on the verge of a panic attack. Maddie, I love you, but please understand that what you've done has hurt me deeply. I need you to give me space. I sent it and within seconds got it. Okay, I'm so sorry. I never should have helped. I'll never forgive myself. I love you too. I didn't respond. Alice was different. We always had a good relationship, but she was a mama's girl through and through. She said she was sorry, but I shouldn't throw away a good marriage because of one mistake. This made me furious. Alice, this isn't a mistake. This is a betrayal from the whole family. Yep. Please don't reach out again until I make first contact. She never responded, but I know she showed it to my soon-to-be ex because she started saying that I shouldn't take this out on Alice. I never responded. I'll never talk to her again except through lawyers. This all happened 5 days ago. I'm still at my brother's and can't contain my feelings. I cry every morning and most of the day. I oscillate between complete debilitating sadness and all-consuming anger. Losing my wife will be hard enough, but how do I ever look at my children again? How do I even begin to forgive them? Alice is supposed to get married in the fall. I've been paying for almost everything. Now I'm probably not going to go. I don't even know how to move forward. I'm completely destroyed.
The single greatest piece of breakup dating advice ever comes from one single line in a Russ song. And when I tell you guys, I swear by this, I live by these fucking words. In his song Fuckboys, very aptly titled, there's a line where he simply says, "Girl, who the fuck is he to fuck you up for life?" And when I tell you, chef's freaking kiss. A lot of people asked me earlier this summer when I was going through my breakup with my ex, I found out he was cheating on me and it was like a whole thing. The way that he handled it was like even worse, just added insult to injury, but I was quite literally shaking my ass on a yacht in the south of France maybe 13 minutes after finding all this information out. I never really had a period of time where I was like really sad or depressed about it because these words are basically tattooed on the inside of my fucking brain. I know that cheating is maybe not like the craziest thing in the world, but I have never been cheated on and like that is not some shit that I'm used to and I ever want to get used to. And so for me, it is the ultimate sign of disrespect, especially with the way that he handled it. He showed me that he is undesirable as a partner and honestly as a human being. Like I wouldn't even be friends with someone who has the kind of character defects that he does. So thinking about that logically and not thinking about, oh my God, we had so much fun when we went on this trip and we had so much fun on this weekend and oh my God, but just like the times when we just lay in the house and watch a movie like it's so great. When you think about the fact that you are reminiscing on your memories with a piece of shit, the idea of letting that piece of shit then impact the way that you move through the rest of your life is like, it's unacceptable. Imagine letting a piece of shit keep you from being able to get up in the morning to go to work, to the job that you prayed to have, that you love going to. Or even if you don't love it, it pays for you to get your nails done and your hair done, which you do love, or whatever else, and that stuff makes you happy. Imagine letting a piece of shit keep you from studying for the exam at the school that you dreamt of being at the school that you got scholarships to go to, whatever that you are privileged to be at. Imagine letting a piece of shit keep you from growing that fucking ass at the gym with that membership you pay a bunch of fucking money for. Imagine letting a piece of shit keep you from enjoying meeting new people who will love you, care about you, pour their time, energy, and support into you in ways you've never even experienced. And on the most basic level, just with yourself, imagine letting a piece of shit make you question your self-worth. We're talking about a fucking pile of dookie. You know what I mean? Who the fuck is that piece of shit to fuck you up for life? You're worth more than that person who hurt you or was not kind to you or just did not deserve you. You deserve so much more for yourself. If you continue to allow them to have such an impact on you in that way, you're just doing yourself a disservice. And we have such a limited and like precious amount of time on this earth that I'm like, there's no fucking way I'm about to be hung up on a literal piece of shit. And even if your ex or your little situationship, whatever, is not a piece of shit, it was just like, oh, you guys didn't really work out, whatever. At the end of the day, there is nobody on this earth, not a friend, not a family member, not an ex, who's worth you questioning yourself and distracting from all the beautiful blessings and opportunities that you'll continue to have throughout the rest of your life. Once someone shows you that they are undesirable to you in whatever way, whether it's in a really egregious way or if it's just simply you guys are not compatible, you have to let them go. You have to, because who the fuck are they to fuck you up for life? I found out this man was cheating on me while I was on a brand trip in the south of France, all expenses paid, with the most beautiful, amazing people, making so many new friends, meeting so many cool people in my industry and outside of it. It would be so fucking awful for me to waste that experience being sad over someone who does not deserve my time. They didn't deserve it when they had it, and so they certainly don't fucking deserve it now that I know their true colors and who they are. Life is so beautiful. I have so many things to be grateful for, and I promise once you start thinking this way and not giving so much into your emotions, which like obviously you'll be sad about it, but I do think if you look at these situations more logically, like your relationships and dating, you will find that it's kind of difficult to let these guys just take you off your game, you know? I think part of this is also understanding the fact that having a man, a boyfriend, a husband, whatever, is not a prize. So losing one is not some devastating occurrence. It's not even really a loss to no longer have this person in your life, but there are so many other men out there that you will meet, so many other people as well. I feel so fulfilled, I think, too, by my platonic and familiar relationships that like the loss of that romantic relationship just whatever, you know what I mean? I think when you start to look at your life from an abundance kind of standpoint and not a scarcity mindset, like, oh my God, will I ever find another boyfriend? Like, yes, he cheated on me, but also he took me to dinner and like he used to take me to really nice dinners and I like that. Girl, what the fuck are you talking about? You will find another guy, you will find other people who really deserve to be in your life. And so again, girl, who the fuck is he to fuck you up for life? Do not let that man take up any more of your energy. Go live your life, do you, and get the fuck over him. That's all.
Apparently, Ghanaian men are the most faithful men in West Africa. At least that's according to Africa Fact Zone. But the question is dating a Ghanaian man a good idea? Let's look at the pros and cons. Pros: Ghanaian men are family oriented. They are very protective of their loved ones. They don't joke with spirituality. They have a good, receptive, and open outlook on life. And they are easygoing and fun. Now, here are the cons. They can be stingy. They can be cheap when it comes to spending on their partners. They might not take care of their women and can be inconsistent in love and affection. Some can be unfaithful to their partners. They might express honesty in a way that can emotionally hurt their partner. Of course, all these points are generalizations. This does not apply to all Ghanaian men. So would you date a Ghanaian man? Let us know in the comments.
So that's all for today on Psychodrama Family. Get closer. What do you think is wrong here? I hope you've watched these clips. You have a lot more to say. Is the public overreacting? Or is the celebrity actually at fault? Let me know your thoughts at the comment section. Keep it respectful, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. More episodes. Check it out.